Confederate statue of Albert Pike to be reinstalled in D.C. Controversy and context. Imagine a city where the past and present collide, where the memories of a nation's history are etched in the very streets and monuments that shape its identity. Welcome to Washington, D.C., where a contentious debate is brewing over the reinstatement of a toppled statue dedicated to Confederate officer Albert Pike. But here's where it gets interesting. The Department of Interior has announced that the statue will be reinstalled in Judiciary Square by October, just in time for the nation's 250th founding anniversary. This move has sparked a heated discussion about the role of monuments in reflecting a nation's values and heritage. As President Trump has pledged to mark this milestone with tributes to American history, the question remains, what does it mean to honor our nation's past, and how do we reconcile the complexities of our history with the values of our present? The answer, it seems, is not a simple one. On one hand, the statue of Albert Pike, a 27-foot-tall bronze and marble monument erected in 1901, is a testament to the man's contributions to the country's history as a brigadier general in the Confederate Army and prominent figure in Scottish Rite Freemasonry. On the other hand, Pike's legacy is also marred by his membership in the Know-Nothing Party, known for its strong anti-immigration stance and his role as a symbol of racism and treason. The controversy surrounding the statue's reinstatement is not new. In 2020, demonstrators removed the sculpture by hand after police officers murdered George Floyd, highlighting the deep-seated tensions and divisions that still plague our society today. As the Trump administration lauds the statue's reinstatement, local leaders remain opposed to its return to public view. I've long believed Confederate statues should be placed in museums as historical artifacts, not remain in locations that imply honor. A statue honoring a racist and a traitor has no place on the streets of D.C., said Delegate Eleanor Norton Holmes, D.C., in a statement. The D.C. Scottish Rite also expressed its willingness to remove the statue in 2017, citing its role as the subject of contention and escalating controversy. And this is the part most people miss. The debate over the statue's reinstatement is not just about the past. It's about the values we want to uphold in our present and future. As we navigate the complexities of our nation's history, we must ask ourselves, what does it mean to be a responsible steward of our public lands and cultural resources? How do we balance the need to preserve our heritage with the need to confront and learn from our mistakes? The decision to reinstate the statue of Albert Pike has sparked a necessary conversation about the role of monuments in our society. But here's the question. What do you think? Should Confederate statues be relegated to museums, or do they have a place in our public spaces? Do we have a responsibility to honor our nation's past, even if it means confronting the darker aspects of our history? Let us know in the comments. As we move forward, one thing is clear. The debate over the statue's reinstatement is far from over, and it's up to us to shape the narrative of our nation's history and the values we want to uphold.